We're live. This is supposed to be recording. So I just want to get a confirmation. Let me just get a confirmation from our team that everything's good. And then we will start with our content. I'm getting a low battery mark. I'll be right back. All right. We're going to get ready to get started here. 1 minute to countdown, and we start our presentation today on how to create multiple six-figure income streams from your expertise. And we're talking about specifically how to do it by creating online coaching or training programs. Huge strategy that I teach and how that can parlay into multiple income streams. So I'm really excited to share it with you. We will get started here. All right, 3, 2, 1. Welcome everybody. My name is Vanessa Horn, and this is our first Google Hangout that we have done in 2016. We've moved from the regular webinar platform where you just see my slides to utilizing this platform so that we can look at each other eyeball to eyeball and get to know us a little bit better. And you're in for an exciting presentation, and I have a special guest who'll be joining me where we'll be talking to you about how to create an additional six-figure income stream from your expertise. And the specific topic that I'll be talking to you about is online programs. Whether you're doing coaching or whether you're doing training, I'm going to show you what a huge market it is, how you could capitalize on this market, this major trend towards online learning, and not only that, but how that can become the platform from which you can parlay a number of other income streams. As a matter of fact, many of you who are on here today, perhaps you're saying, I want to write a book, or I want to speak on more stages, or I want to be recognized in my industry, or some of you are in the network marketing industry because that's where I came from previously, and you're saying, how can I get more people on my team? Or some of you are saying, I know that online marketing is such a huge platform, and I want to make sure that I'm taking advantage of it. It's a huge megaphone from which to make a difference in the world, but there's a lot of confusing advice. So today, if you're the kind of individual who is massively driven to make a big difference, and you have the audacity to be willing to be paid handsomely for it, because if you're like me, you know that funds in the hands of highly conscious and highly purpose-driven individuals make a bigger difference in the world, because we're givers. We're the kind of people who are going to invest those monies to be able to multiply it and make an even bigger difference. So today, if you're purpose-driven, you want to make a difference, and you're willing to stand for being paid well in it, you're in the right place. So welcome. And let's dive right into our presentation. I will be walking you through the slides on this just to give you visuals that go with our presentation today. And then I'm going to introduce you to one of my guests who has actually walked through the exact strategy that I'm going to teach you today. We're not holding anything back. It's my philosophy to give generously for free because I want to give. And some of you are going to take this material and you're going to implement it, and you're going to write me and tell me about the amazing results that you've had. I've had clients and people who I didn't even know send me emails saying, Vanessa, I did exactly what you told me to do, and I've created income already. So I'm excited to hear that. And then there's some of you who are going to say, you know what, I want additional assistance. How can I take this further? And I'm going to share with you about how if you want some additional assistance, we're giving something that will be of huge value to you for those who stay through to the end. It's a special gift, a bonus to you as a template, a worksheet, and how you can get additional one-on-one support as a gift to you. And so be sure to stay to the end. It's only for our live participants that we're making that gift affordable and available to you. So let's move into the presentation at this time, and we're going to dive right in. So hang on a sec here. Oops. All right. Can you see that? Charity, will you just confirm that you can see my slides?
Yes.
Oops. Oh. Can you confirm that?
Yes, you can. I can see that.
Okay. All right. So welcome, everybody. My name is Vanessa Horn, and today we're going to be covering the 5 steps to add an additional income stream from your expertise by creating online coaching and training programs. And I would love to hear from you in the chat that is below this video. Tell me which best describes you. Are you looking for ways to expand your income streams? So that's number 1. Number 2, you're doing work you love and feel good about, but you just need more clients. Is that you? Number 3, you're online, but your marketing strategies aren't directly making you money. Number 4, you're looking for ways to make a bigger difference. And number 5, you're working with clients primarily one-on-one and want to make money in a more leveraged way. Which one of these best describes you? And if it's something else you're looking for, put that in there as well. I would love to know. So here's what you're going to learn today. Number 1, the easiest way to take work you're already doing and repurpose it to add an additional income stream in your business by creating premium online programs. Number 2, I'm going to teach the exact strategy I use to launch and create an additional $500,000 income stream within 2 years online. I'm going to teach you the top myths and mistakes made when marketing yourself online. I'm going to teach you the 5-step formula to create an additional income stream from premium programs. And number 5, where you can get help creating your own program. So who am I? My name is Vanessa Horn. My background is in communications and business. I have a fervent passion and obsession with business, and particularly the areas of sales and marketing. Why? Because I'm fascinated with what makes us be motivated to take inspired action. And working with business owners and entrepreneurs who utilize their business as a platform from which to make a difference in the lives of others. As a matter of fact, I see business at one of the most critical places that impact people's lives, because it's where people exchange money and learn how to make money in entrepreneurship. And generally, when people put their head on their pillow at night, that is one of their top concerns, is how can I make more money, or anything that is impacting their financial situation. So I believe in business as a huge, huge platform from which to make a difference. And the particular income streams that I had gone through in my career over the last, I graduated in 98 from grad school with my MBA, was making 6 figures from corporate job making 6 figures from a franchise, making 6 figures in network marketing, making 6 figures as a speaker, and making 6 figures now in this coaching consulting industry. I'm going to show you how to navigate and how to create multiple income streams from this single strategy today. Because the thing that motivated me to learn this model was that I felt like I had a deeper message that I wanted to share with the world. And that might be you. You might say, I want to make a big difference. I want to make an impact in the lives of others. And what are different ways that that can be done? So for me, I looked at television as being a platform for that. I looked at speaking on stages as being a platform for that. I had done that in my previous career in network marketing, but I wanted to just take my own message out there. And lastly, writing books and making an impact with my books. But this was its own unique business model. And I had to go and invest to learn how was I going to take my own individual expertise and make money from it. And I invested hundreds of thousands of dollars over the last couple of years, several years, to learn the model. And here's the thing. There is a lot of confusing advice. And as a matter of fact, for the first 18 months in trying to make an income stream in the coaching and online marketing industry, I struggled. Which was new to me because I have to say that I feel very, very fortunate that my other endeavors had gone very well. In network marketing, we were in the top of our industry. When we had done our franchise, we were recognized as #1 in the world for our franchise. And in corporate, I had a successful income from that. But going into online, all of a sudden I was stumped. And I asked the question, what am I not getting? I vividly recall driving, waiting for my husband to get out of track practice because he's a track coach. And I was sitting in the parking lot in tears. I was sitting in the minivan that I had downgraded to in order to invest substantial sums in coaching. Like I was like, oh, there's no sense in driving a premium vehicle. Let's downgrade. I bought a $6,000 minivan off of eBay. And all of my money was being invested in learning this model, coaches, programs I was enrolled in, and I was trying to figure out how can I make money without trading time for money. I didn't want to be the coach that was paid per hour. And I wanted to figure this out, but I was in that parking lot and my husband came up to me and I was in tears and he said, "What's wrong, babe?" And I said, "I don't get it. I don't get what I'm not getting. I know I can do this. I see other people being successful at this." That's the thing, right? With social media, we see everyone on Facebook and them launching their online businesses and making money. And I saw all peers of mine and friends of mine, people who are attending some of the same events and the same coaching programs. I'm like, they're doing it, but I don't know what I'm not getting. It's not clicking for me. And he said, "Babe, maybe you're going through this so that you can teach others, so that you can help your clients when they're going through this. What do you need to hear right now?" And I said, "I just want somebody to show me ABC 1, 2, 3, and I'll do it. I just need to know the sequence in which to do it, and I'll do it. I'm confident enough to know I can do this. I just am obviously not getting it in the right order because it's not clicking for me." And little did I know, he was being prophetic when he said, "Babe, what if you're going through this so that you can help others?" Because what happened within 2 weeks of that conversation with my husband and one of my coaches saying, "Vanessa, if this were the last year of your life, what would you do?" And I said, "I have to share my message." I launched my first online program. And my first online program was teaching others from my area of expertise how to get to the top of the network marketing industry, because that was my industry at the time, without burning out, selling out, or losing out. And I created a high-end program, a coaching program that I marketed online and sold $30,000 in 1 week. And I went on to repeat the launch of that program another 4 times the following year. It made me about $150,000, $160,000 in 1 year's time. That's from going from a dead start. I told you I was struggling for 18 months. And then all of a sudden, once I figured out this formula, I knew I could wash, rinse, and repeat. What happened from being able to launch a high-end, by launching a program that was around my expertise, I want to tell you about all the other benefits. And you might be saying, these are some of the things that I want. I'm going to walk you through the benefits I experienced as a result of owning a particular subject matter that I was an expert in the marketplace. One of the key things that happened was that I got recognized in the network marketing industry as one of the top 50 trainers. Amongst men and women who had been in the industry in training for 30 years, we're talking about people like Jack Canfield, Bob Proctor, T. Harv Eker, John Maxwell. I was being recognized as one of these top 50 trainers around personal development and business development. I was completely humbled by that. My program became a transcript from which my first draft of my book could be created. I had visions of speaking in front of an audience that you can see on my vision board, that it was not even 9 months later I got invited to speak in front of 15,000 people in the Philippines. I was taking trips to Turks and Caicos and other gorgeous locations to do destiny-based transformation events, something I'd always dreamed about. I was being invited on television, internationally and national television stations, to speak on my message and recognized in magazines and podcasts and being asked to be on interviews, all because I launched a signature program, something that was based on my expertise and was providing a substantial value to the marketplace. I'm going to show you how you can do the same thing, the exact steps I took to create that program, how I've helped other clients do the same thing, because what happened from there was I had launched this program. One of my dear friends, he's like, Vanessa, what are you doing? How did you do that? Like, you just amazingly have figured out how to make this thing online work, and you've launched your program. Will you help me? And I said, absolutely. I said, listen, there's a lot of advice online. Do not follow any of it. This is the exact formula you need to follow. That's the fastest path to cash. And I told them exactly what to do. I said, if you do not have a clarity of how you solve people's problems and have a signature program around the solution that you can offer, you're going to struggle to make money online. I go, and even if you want to just enroll clients, that's what I was struggling with. People didn't know what I did until I launched my signature program. And so I helped him. We took his expertise as a top leader in the network marketing industry. He was #1 in his company, which is now one of the #1 companies in the world. And we took his expertise and I taught him, create a signature program. And then you're going to do some very simple strategies online to drive people to know, to teach them. We do education-based selling. And so that you don't even need a website. You don't need everything everyone tells you to do. You don't need all the social media. You just need a signature program, a traffic source, and an education-based webinar, or like we're doing today, a Google Hangout that is educating people on your area of expertise, serving them powerfully, and then showing people where they can learn more. With zero online marketing, no website, not even a Facebook account, we helped him in 90 days create 45 clients that were paying him in the range of $3,400 per person. That was a 6-figure income created within 90 days. He went on and has continued to enroll high-end clients, has continued to create programs and do this consistently, and know that he can have this area of expertise be something that is one of the income streams that he has by using this formula. Little did I know that Jeff coming to me and asking me how to do that would become the launch of an entire new division of my business. Not only training network marketers, but now more and more people started coming to me and saying, Vanessa, will you teach me what you did? Will you teach me what you did? Will you show me what you showed Jeff? What happened was I launched another division of my company specifically around teaching this. And I did it with a business partner. We partnered together because we were both doing the same thing. And we said, let's show people how to do this. And that was my Epic brand. Epic, in a matter of 6 weeks, we had 4,000 people come through that were brand new to being exposed to us and seek us out to become clients. And in a matter of a couple of months, we created $250,000. This was by using the same strategies I'm teaching you today. Not only that, so now, just within 2 years, I've launched my third successful brand online using this exact same strategy. And when I launched Signature last year, and Signature is based on making your mark in life, just like you today, if you're saying, I want to make a difference, I want to be paid handsomely, this is what Signature is all about. And when I launched Signature from concept to launch in 3 weeks, $1,000 ad spend, we created $63,000 in revenue, and it's a brand that consistently creates up to $60,000 months for us in our company, all using the same strategies that I'm going to show you today. So here's the biggest problem that I see, and you've probably suffered from this. There is a lot of confusing advice online, especially about online marketing. Today, I'm going to show you the most effective strategy to create 6 figures fast. Now, there are some assumptions that I'm making about you if you're on this webinar today. Number one is that you do have an area of expertise. I'm going to show you how your area of expertise, your passion, how that can be converted into something that the market will find as highly desirable. I'm going to show you how to do that so that you can repackage what you already know, what you're already doing, into something that can create a residual income stream for you as one of your income streams. And the other thing about it is I'm going to show you the power of this online learning. Online courses is a $107 billion industry. There's such a huge trend. Universities are increasingly moving to an online platform. You're seeing companies like LinkedIn, by lynda.com, an online education-based website. You're seeing companies like Udemy and others that are Creative Live that are all coming online and teaching online programs. Now, I'm going to teach you a very unique sweet spot in the online course market, and that is in the premium market space so that you don't get lost. We're talking about you're not competing at the same price points as those other companies. You become at the top level premium, like a Nordstrom versus a Walmart in the online marketing, online course industry. Take advantage of this trend right now. If you're a smart, business savvy person, you want to be in the forefront of trends, not chasing them. And online courses is one of the biggest ones right now. And I'm going to show you how you take advantage of that and the huge platform of online marketing to create 6 figures fast. So I'm going to show you the ABC 1, 2, 3 that I wish that I could go back and have saved myself the 18 months of struggle that I did trying to figure it all out. And I'm going to show you how to work smarter, not harder. I'm going to show you exactly what I teach my clients in my Signature program, in our Signature Mastermind, as well as in our Create Your Signature program course. And before I do, I want to introduce you to one of my clients. I'm so proud of what she's created, but Charity was one of these individuals who also had a passion to make a big difference and to be able to figure out an online model that would be able to give her the freedom and flexibility. And I want you to hear her story. And I'm going to switch now. Let's see if I can figure this out. with this Google Hangout, stop sharing the screen and allow you to meet Charity and hear her story directly from her. She's created some incredible results just within the last couple of months that we've been working together, following the exact formulas that I'm going to teach you today. So Charity, tell everyone who's here today your story. I'm really excited for them to meet you.
Well, thank you. Thank you. So I've met Vanessa in college. We go way back, and I've been very proud to watch
We just
her.
got out of college.
I know, that was like 10 minutes ago. We're so young. I've just been very proud watching her in every endeavor do well, and that's always intriguing, watching someone do something very well. And I had been very successful in 2 previous businesses, and I was looking for a way as my family grew. You know, we have 4 children. I put my husband through nursing school. He's settled into his career, and I was like, I need to find something that can provide more time freedom for my family, so we can, adjust to his nursing schedule and provide an income, because, raising 4 children, and we love to be generous. We love to build things that matter in this life. And so we were looking for a way for my income to be well leveraged and to maximize my wisdom and insight and what I can add to people's lives to help them take theirs and do it in their life. So I reached out to a friend of mine who also went to college with us, and I said, I just need some advice. I've seen you give out some advice. And she was like, well, you can go and creep on Vanessa's page and find all the free stuff. And she was like, it'll take you probably about 6 or 7 months, and you'll get a plan to going, and then you can, figure it out. And I was like, I don't have 6 months. I was like, I've got bills to pay. I've got kids to raise. And I was like, I don't have that kind of time. So my husband and I sat down and we discussed it, and I took the first step and I joined Vanessa's Create program, which is, kind of like the, let's get to know Vanessa, let's learn some really good stuff, and let's get your program created. It was brilliant. Then she presented the next level of what she offers, which is, okay, now you've got your message, you've got your program. Don't you want to know really, really well how to get it out into the world most simply? And in my heart, I said yes. I was looking at the investment going, wow, this is kind of a really, tricky time. We're trying to buy a house. And my husband looked at me and he was like, we even looked for an investor to try to help us figure this out. And there was no investor to be found. And my husband took me out to dinner one night and he said, babe, he's like, I want to invest in you. I believe in you. You can do this. And it took my breath away that he would agree that this is something worth doing and worth learning quickly. And the path is almost like a sewing pattern, where if you just cut it out and sew where she tells you to sew, you'll have the dress in the end, you'll have it. And so knowing that we were going to make this huge investment, I was like, I've got to figure out how to make some cash really quick so I can put that money back into our savings fund. So from what I learned just in the Create program, I was like, let me just make a quick little program here, a totally different program, but let me make a little program here so that I can quickly make some money to put back in our account. And next thing I knew, I realized that while I was learning the information, I was also learning just how to do it. And so I got the how-tos, I made my first group, and now, I think that was November, I started your very first class, and here we are. But as of the middle of February, I would say this is when the middle of February, I had already made over $11,000 back, which is well over the investment. And I haven't even done a real version yet. I've only done like a beta trial run version. And just to know, number one, how to do this, how to invite people and how to attract versus selling, because I don't like selling. Selling is exhausting. I love offering people a solution to their pain, a solution to their problem, and how can I help them get there faster. And Vanessa's program here has been just for me, the key that I needed to unlock this limitless income potential for myself, for my family, and for the impact that we want to have on the world.
And Charity, I would love for you to share how we teach the philosophy of selling it first. And I'm going to walk through, and we're going to walk our audience through exactly how to make the money first, the top mistakes to avoid, and the step-by-step program that I walked Charity through in creating her program. But share with us the fact that you've made this money before you created a single module first.
Right. So again, like I said, I threw together my program, and there's almost something powerful about that. It was like a baptism by fire kind of method. But what I like about the way you teach is you it will come out of you naturally. It will flow out of you. And so you get your outline, you kind of get your bones of what you want to teach on. And then as you teach it, the amazing nuggets and juicy bits come out. And you can get that feedback immediately from those clients and constantly tweak and tweak and tweak and make it better and better and better. And so there's not that pressure to have it be perfect. And that's one of the things I teach in my writing class, is that it doesn't have to be perfect, to be the first implementation or the first offering. You just make it better every time, and you get that feedback every time, which is great.
Thank you so much, Charity. So if you're listening to Charity and you're saying, okay, how did she do that? I want to do that too. I'm going to walk you through that next, okay? Because what we're doing is, Charity had several books that she'd already written. What she didn't tell you was that she had a mom who's very successful as a speaker. And one of the things that she reached out to me and she said, Vanessa, I want to make good money, but I don't want to be living out of a suitcase in order to do it. Can you show me how to make good money with the expertise that I have, replace my 6-figure income stream, but do it from home? And I said, yes, let's do it. So I'm going to share with you the exact same things that I taught Charity in our Create Your Signature Program course, so that you can avoid the biggest mistakes that are normally told to you, and the exact 5-step formula of how to create an income stream from an online program. So you ready? Let's go. Let's see. Let me share the screen again and you'll see the slides. Or maybe, psych, you'll see my screenshots. Okay, here we go. All right, so here's what you're gonna learn. I'm now into number 3, the top myths and mistakes made when marketing yourself online, the 5 steps to create an additional income stream from premium programs, and where you can get help creating your own program. So let's talk about the top myths and mistakes. Number 1, you don't know what to do or how to do it. So here's the most common things I see people do, is they end up chasing multiple business models. Everybody at the beginning of 2016 said, I want to create my this and this in my business. And there's so many entrepreneurs or even professionals who are creating income streams from their expertise who are chasing too many things. And as a result, you're not getting momentum in any one of them. I teach a very simple, but this laser focused model has allowed me to create multiple income streams by just wash, rinse, repeat. The other thing that happens when you don't know what to do is you enroll in another certification program or in something else that furthers your expertise in the mastery of your craft, but it doesn't give you the marketing and sales strategies that you need to actually convert it into something that pays you well. You end up doing work outside of your zone of genius because you think it has to be harder than it is to be paid handsomely for work that feels completely effortless to you. We keep changing our focus. We try to overcompensate and give. A number of you fall into this category. Number 5, you're givers. You will do what you do so brilliantly for free. I'm going to show you how to be paid handsomely for it and still give generously, still give for free. Like today's webinar is designed to give you value. We want to give you the highest value possible for free. I'd rather do that and have the right clients enroll and work with me so that I can afford to give more to the marketplace. And number 6, we think we need more authority. And you see people creating all of these, they're really not even real authority-based positions. It's all a facade, and you don't even need that. You genuinely, in your area of expertise, can make good money. I'm going to walk you through how. So the remedy to this mistake is to create a signature program around your signature sweet spot. Now, the mistake number 2, and I'm going to tell you what a signature sweet spot is in just a moment and how to identify it, because that's where your greatest level of profitability is. Number 2 is that you're told you must blog, do social media, podcasts, and content marketing. These things take a tremendous amount of time, and I will tell you, I consult with top leaders who have massive followings who say, Vanessa, will you help convert our followings into revenue? Because you can get paid with likes, shares, and comments, or you can get paid with revenue. I prefer to be paid with revenue. And that is how I help people who have massive followings actually make money from it, because it doesn't naturally convert. And if you go the route of creating a blog or doing social media or podcasting or content marketing, will you make money if you create a signature program? Yes, but it will take longer. I'm going to show you the more direct path. It's not a phase one activity. In phase one, create predictable income that's coming from a signature program that is easily sold online without needing a website, without needing the content marketing and blogging and all those other strategies. And I'll show you, that's step number 5, how to sell a high-end program so you can create 6 figures in as little as 90 days. I've had a number of clients do it in as little as 90 days, but let's just say you add an additional 6-figure income stream this year. And if you expand to a second program your second year, you know that following this blueprint, it is the fastest way to create 6 figures. I would do it again and again. If I was starting out, had nothing as far as a business, this is the exact formula I would use to know that I could consistently create a revenue stream around my expertise. So mistake number 3 is that you think you need to take months creating it. You don't. Just like Charity demonstrated, as our sharing in her story, that you can sell it first. We worked on creating the outline, creating the materials, not creating the materials, but just creating, like, outlining what would be included in it, sold it, and then create it live with paying clients. That's the way to do it. And then I'm going to show you also how to repurpose that, how that program can be repurposed into multiple income streams from books, from online information programs, from speaking opportunities, all because you have a signature program in place. Okay, so you ready? These are the 5 steps to add an extra income stream from premium online coaching or training programs. All this comes from my own program, the Signature Series, where we cover how to create your signature program, how to market your signature program, and how to sell your signature program. High-end program is our expertise. And this specifically is what we cover in our Create Your Signature Program virtual workshop. So here are the 5 steps. Number 1, know your signature sweet spot. Know what you should be teaching that will give you the highest and the highest level of what people will be willing to pay you to work with you. So what is your signature sweet spot? Your signature sweet spot is, what do you love doing? We cannot compromise this. I ask my clients this in our program, and it's one of the most commented thing in their feedback that they say changed their life was us focusing on what was their level 10 based on the question, if this were the last year of your life, what would you do? What do you have to share? What contribution do you want to outlive you in the world? What is your genius? It's based on what is your story? What is your soapbox? What is your expertise? What have you studied for years and know well? What do you do effortlessly that people come and ask you about that you could do for free? That is your genius. But those 2 are not enough. You must also, and this is the most critical one that people miss, and is what our company is, so what we are masterful in helping our clients identify is how to position it so it's what the market wants. Because you must communicate it in such a way that the market is hungry for it. Otherwise, they will not buy it. It's a myth to believe, do what you love and the money will follow. No, you have to position it so that's what the market wants, and I'll show you how. The key is you must be able to identify an urgent problem that you solve, and your signature program is created around that. Think of, what do your ideal clients, what are they typing into Google? How to what? What can you help them do that is a how-to solution that you can walk them through the steps? Sometimes it's based on our own stories. Sometimes it's based on the work that we do with our clients already one-on-one, and you can do it in a group program now. Sometimes it's work that you've been doing for years. Sometimes it's what you've been speaking on if you're a speaker. Sometimes it's what's in your book already, and you're trying to figure out, how do I make money from it? That's what your signature program is based on, solving an urgent problem and being able to create your steps in your program around getting that outcome that your client wants most. And we do this with a couple of other critical steps that I'm going to walk you through. Here's an example. Mike came to me. He saw what I was doing. He was one of those who also said, will you help me? And he was the director of a not-for-profit organization, had a huge heart for helping people. And he said, I want to transition into consulting and coaching on my own. And he started to tell me what he was going to charge on a per hour basis. Now, I am a huge believer in not charging per hour. It's the quickest way to burn yourself out because there's always going to be a cap to your earnings. So everything I'm teaching you today and everything I teach to everyone that's in my six-figure income streams Facebook group is a public group that's dedicated to learning online and other strategies to create six-figure income streams in the most streamlined way possible. As I teach the philosophy of do not do trading time for money. And so Mike came to me and he said, I'm thinking about charging X amount per hour. I go, no, Mike, we don't do a per hour basis thing. I said, what problem do you solve? What problem can you help your clients solve? And we created what could be a program that he'd walk his clients through by them working with him over the course of a year. And it was within 6 weeks, he created 3 clients willing to pay him $25,000 each. Why? Because the problem he solved for them was worth $25,000 or more, frankly. He solved a huge problem for them with he showed them as executives how solving these particular areas, breaking through on a personal level, would help them create their business breakthroughs that they wanted, personal breakthroughs and relational breakthroughs that they wanted, and the value of that to them was $25,000. That's how you create a valuable program. So let me walk you through step number 2. How exactly do you package and price your expertise? So here's a gentleman who came to me and he said, Vanessa, I am at this point, and this is where I find a lot of small business owners. He said, we're making good money, but I want to hire more people to bring onto my team, but we don't have the money I need to be able to pay them to service my clients the way that I need to. I said, you need to create a VIP program, a high-end signature program that you can serve your clients in. He was a designer. He does beautiful design work that is competitive to what is offered in New York and LA agencies for a fraction of the cost. And I said, what is the most any client has ever paid you? And he said, $40,000 a year. I go, okay, you need to create your program that is $10,000 a month. And he said, what? There's no way. How am I going to convince clients who've only been paying me up to $40K a year to pay $120K? I said, tell me if you could service your clients the way that you really want to. If you could bring your genius, which for him was strategy around all the visual elements, as well as the graphical elements, as well as the video elements, all of the experiential marketing elements into a way that he could service clients to grow their businesses. And we created a VIP program, and he went and he enrolled his first client immediately. And he said, Vanessa, I've always treated my clients like VIPs. You help me charge them like VIPs. And he was able to immediately enroll clients into what was at $120,000 a year program. And they were serviced at the highest level. So your work that you might be doing, what is your premium level offering that you can offer for that? So here's the sweet spots that I found in the marketplace. So I consider low end, anything that you're going to charge low end is anything from less than $2,000 a person. So the high end programs is a program that you're teaching people in an online capacity in a group, and they're paying between $2,000 to $10,000 a person. That's what I've discovered is the sweet spot. Why? Because the funds are accessible. They might be looking like Charity was for an investor, perhaps, or they're looking at different cards that they have, but it's accessible funds. And especially when you solve a problem that is equivalent to that in value or more. I like to show my clients how we can take a small investment and 10x it for them. Also, high end, you can charge in the $2,000 to $10,000 a month or more range. And these are the sweet spots, is that high-end group in the high-end one-on-one. These are sweet spots in the market, in particular in the $107 billion online training industry. These are sweet spots that are underserved, that help you to stand out and not get caught in the rest of everybody else offering at lower end programs. Stay away from, you can offer to anything less than 2K, and I'm going to show you how to do that without any additional effort. So number 3, how do you position your expertise? This is probably one of the most critical elements, and I say if you don't have a compelling offer, you don't have a business. And one of the most critical things to pull out is, what is it about your story or your expertise that would make somebody want to work with you? Why you? Why are you the chosen expert? And if you don't have a program that stands out online, I am sorry to say that you will get lost in the noise. And this is why there's millions of websites and assets that are being built online every single day. And if your message doesn't stand out, you will not be able to monetize it. And so you have to position yourself correctly to not look and sound just like everybody else. So let me share with you how we did that with one of our clients, Ash. Ash came to me. He was working at corporately, and he wanted to create an income stream from consulting. And he said, Vanessa, I want to be able to take my expertise and create a program I can market online and create a residual income from it. And I said, okay, Ash, tell me about it. And he said, I want it to be targeted at improving employee disengagement. Okay, so you guys, I'm on number 3, positioning. I said, Ash, improving employee disengagement is an HR-driven initiative. It's not generally a C-suite driven initiative. It's generally a HR-driven initiative. And so it's kind of like a nice to have versus a have to have. I worked in corporate, I know. And I said, tell me about your story. Tell me about your expertise. And he started to tell me how he worked for companies like Cisco and Oracle, top tech companies. And how I said, well, wait, what did you do at Cisco? And he said, well, I worked with the top 200 salespeople. I put together the training programs and their annual training conventions and meetings. And I go, wait, at Cisco, 200, how many were there? He said, 20,000. I said, you worked and created the training for the top 1% of salespeople at one of the top tech firms in the world. And as I started to go through his story and his expertise, I saw that he was repeatedly training those top performers. I said, can your program be geared at helping the sales teams become the top 1%? And he said, oh my gosh, you're so right. And then we were able to take that same program and be able to position a version 2 that was for leadership and a version 3 that was for improving employee disengagement. But that sales program is a number 1 desirable program because sales is where the biggest investment is made. So now this position, this tweak in positioning had his program stand out and be something that companies were compelled to invest in, and individual salespeople. Let me tell you about this individual. Paula came to me and she was doing weight loss. Now, a lot of my clients are in the weight loss industry. As a matter of fact, the top 3 industries are anything having to do with money, relationships, and health. Health and wellness, fitness, weight loss. So she came to me and she said, I help people lose weight. I said, okay, Paula, that's like a dime a dozen. What do you do differently? She goes, I help them create healthy habits. I go, that will not stand out online. And I said, tell me what you do. And she started walking me through the process that she works through with her clients, which has to get to the subconscious mind through neurolinguistic programming, through hypnosis. And by doing so, she's able to access their subconscious mind to be able to visualize what their slim body was. So they were able to get results faster by making healthier choices that were in line with this vision that they had of themselves. And I said, okay, Paula, wait a minute. What if a woman was previously slim? Let's just say that she's not visualizing a potential body. Because will her subconscious mind remember her slim version? Would those people get better results? And she and her partner said, absolutely. I go, that's who you need to target. Women who were previously thin, who now, because of kids, careers, or otherwise working so much, or even hormonal imbalances, other things that are happening, they're now overweight. And so we created her entire campaign around your little black dress misses you, let's plan a reunion, or your skinny jeans miss you, let's plan a reunion, which gave her a specific niche of positioning in the marketplace that was speaking to women who were now feeling the pain of carrying additional weight. She targeted specifically women who were carrying 30 pounds or more, that they wanted to get back to their slimmer bodies, and we positioned all of her program around that. It helped her to stand out and not look like everybody else online. This is a critical element to the positioning of your program in order to sell it effortlessly. Another woman who came to me, she was top in the network marketing industry. She was sold weight loss products in that company. And she said, Vanessa, I have a desire to share a spiritual message. And as I started to talk to her about it, I started to see that it could get drowned out in the marketplace because it wasn't a topic that people were going to type into Google. She wanted to do how to grow your spiritual muscles. I said, you know what? Let's look that up. There was not that many people searching how to grow your spiritual muscles. I go, we need to look at a unique positioning for you. Now, she was a cover model for fitness magazines, and she represented a weight loss product for her wet network marketing company. And I said, I know what women are typing into Google. They're typing in, they want a body like yours. You know, what if you drew them in with that and repurpose? Let's repurpose your workout videos. Let's repurpose your journals that you've created in the past, and let's create your program on helping women get results with that. But it's all based on the foundation of how their spiritual muscles are impacted as they're doing the program. She was almost in tears. She was like, oh my gosh, that's it. That's it. That's it. And she created this entire gorgeous spiritual program around creating the body that you want and creating that next level version of yourself that was positioned to stand out and was now something that the market was hungry for, and that she could teach them her transformational methods once they got in. But you have to position based on the problem that the market wants to have solved. So number 4, how to best deliver your expertise and your program. So let me talk to you about this, because this is one of my most favorite topics. And this is, first of all, the number 1 question you need to ask is what will create the best results for your clients when you're choosing a model? And number 2, what do you love to do? Now, me personally, I prefer to work from home. Everything that I do in my company is all virtual. We have virtual workshops. We do virtual events. We do virtual coaching. And it's a $500,000 business, all done from the comfort of my home, in my workout clothes. I can run to the school that's 6 minutes away if my kids need anything. I set my own schedule, and this is how I prefer to do it. If you want that, then I'm going to show you how to sell it first in order to create that. The other way that I love delivering my programs is VIP days and exotic locations. So I take the same content, the same blueprints that I walk through my clients virtually through an online program, and I will bring it to an event in a gorgeous location, like we did Turks and Caicos, and we did these other locations, Vegas and other places. And I will walk them through those blueprints to customize it to them, or I do it one-on-one with my clients, all in gorgeous, inspiring locations, because we're doing inspiring work. This is your message, your work out in the world, impacting people's lives and being positioned in the premium space. So these are all based on creating one signature program that can be delivered in a number of different ways. So let me share with you about Beth. Beth Suzanne was a top coach for what she did with startups, helping them raise. When I got into her story, I said, okay, what's the average? What do you help your clients raise? And she earns them, like on average, $1 million. She helps take startups and earn $1 million by teaching them the 5-minute pitch that will get investors' attention. I go, you're the $1 million pitch coach. She's like, oh my gosh, that's brilliant. And instead of having to travel along all over the world like she was accustomed to do it, we took all of her material that she would do in 2 to 3 days in person with clients, and we packaged it into a program that she could walk clients through no matter where they were in the world. Now, it allowed her to charge even higher rates for her clients that wanted to work with her individually. And we started to craft what her live events would be like, where she was no longer having to fly to other people, but they're coming to her in Barcelona, and being able to take her body of work and create it in a leveraged way that was being delivered to clients who are all over the world. All of my clients have global clients, have even global teams. I have a global team. Our entire team is in different places of the world because we're a completely virtual company that is delivering services in a way that people can learn best by the comfort of their own home. So it's super, super easy to create. Number one, you want to record the audios after you've sold it, which is what we teach. Sell it first. And in not this week's webinar, but in another webinar, I'll go through the exact marketing stuff of what to do online. But today we're talking about how to create your signature program, these 5 steps that is a premium program. But you sell it first, then you record it audio-wise, and then you have the templates and action sheets created after the fact. So everything is recorded live with your clients who've already paid you, and then afterwards you can put it into a membership site and sell it over and over and over again. I still sell Profit with Honor. It's a residual income stream for me. I still sell Signature in a number of different formats, and it's created to be repurposed to multiple income streams: books, speaking engagements, information products, high-end coaching, VIP days, live events, all from the same signature program outline. Creates all those income streams depending on what lights me up and how I want to serve my clients. Is a way that I can take the same material and repurpose it a number of different ways. So let's get into how do you actually sell it. Now here's the thing, you don't sell high-end from a website. You don't even need a website to do what I do. Charity, what you heard from her, what you saw from Jeff, from the other case studies that you saw in here, as a matter of fact, not a single one of them did we have a website built in order to sell that. It was all built from very, very simply what we teach is to have a landing page that enrolls people to a education-based webinar like you're experiencing today, to invite them to a strategy session to work with you. The thing about websites is they convert at about 3% if you have a good one, versus a single landing page that's highly targeted to your ideal audience will convert up to 50%. And once they get on, you make an invitation for them to get onto a call. And that's where you serve them. Serve them in personalizing the information that they learn from the webinar. And that's where the right clients will say, okay, how do I work with you? Or you can make an invitation into your program. And the very simple upsells and downsells are the same content delivered in different ways. You upsell to VIP days that are based on the same program, or you downsell to just the content only. Or in our case, our signature series is create, market, and sell. If somebody is not ready for the entire mastermind working with us, we will just downsell them into our create program. Okay, perfect. Start with create. It allows you to get in with a fraction of investment and make your money back so that you can afford to get into the mastermind and continue the work with us of building that foundation for a 6-figure income stream from your high-end signature program. So that's how you sell high-end. You don't sell it from a website. You don't even need to do that. It's all based on getting your ideal clients on the phone. And the method that we teach and market your signature program has your ideal prospects pursuing you. They're booking sessions with you. You don't have to worry about where's my next client going to come from. So let me ask you a question. If I had a dozen clients ready to pay you $2,000 to $10,000 each, do you know what you would sell them into? If your answer is no, you may not know what your signature sweet spot is. You may need clarity on your most valuable offering to sell, or you may need assistance positioning your specific offer so it stands out in the marketplace. I want to give you a special invitation and a chance to get a free personalized 6-figure strategy with me or one of my team members at connectwithvanessa.com. This is where we can take the information that you're learning here and personalize it to you. Now, I am going to give you the link to where you can get a blueprint for all of today's presentation so that you can complete the exercises in such a way that you can start crafting your signature program. But for those of you who are looking for personalized attention, go to connectwithvanessa.com. Now, what would you get? This is a complimentary conversation that we're willing to have with you. We don't offer these all the time. It's based specifically by invitation to only people who are familiar with our work, just as you're getting familiar today. And here's Crystal, somebody who is an enrolled agent and author, and she said, Vanessa, just from that one conversation with you, I created a client that generates me $5,000 a month. A client that is $60K a year value from one conversation. So what could that additional clarity bring for you? I don't know. But I know that we've helped a lot of people on these sessions. Connectwithvanessa.com. There are a limited number of sessions. We do cap it out because, one, we're a lifestyle-based business, and we do qualify based on your questions that you will be asked to answer. We ask you to fill out the information and give us as much information as possible based on you and your business. Connectwithvanessa.com. This is what you'll see. You're going to get a questionnaire. You're going to be asked about your business. Why? Because it allows us to serve you most powerfully in our 45 minutes together. Otherwise, we're asking you a bunch of questions and we're trying to serve you, but it's most effective if we can get a really clear picture on your business first to be able to dive right in and give you huge, huge value in our time together. So who qualifies for this? You must be an action taker, not just an information seeker, because we're really here with a mission to help purpose-driven entrepreneurs who want to make a big difference in the world, and they're just looking for the assistance, our assistance, which is experts in marketing and sales. We're experts in marketing and sales, helping you create additional income, helping you find more clients. And so in order to help the right people and to help the most people, you must be the kind of person who's willing to take action on what you learn. And some of you are going to take action on what you learned today and write me and tell me the results of it. And I love that. And some of you do need that assistance to take it further. And so I do want to invite you to that. Connectwithvanessa.com is your chance for a personalized six-figure strategy. And so I want to come back on the camera and just speak to you personally here and just say, thank you for coming today, and I hope that this presentation was valuable to you. I want to know what you got most out of it. If you're in our six-figure income stream group in Facebook, write in the comments. Tell me what was the biggest thing that you took away. Now, I do want to give you that template in that worksheet that I promised you. I want to make sure I'm giving you the right domain for it. My team just texted or messaged me. It is six-figure income stream with the number 6/bonus. sixfigureincomestream.com/bonus. And I have a gift for you there, which is my blueprint on how to create high-end signature programs. And it's the stuff that you learned today, but taking it even further. Included in there is the technology recommendations that I give you on how to deliver your program and how to put it online so that you can continue to get residual income from it because it's selling and serving a number of clients over and over. And so I put those in there. So sixfigureincomestream.com/bonus is the correct domain for that. And so for those of you who do want to take it further, I do look forward to speaking with you. At connectwithvanessa.com is an application where you can take advantage of one of those strategy sessions with me or my team. I really look forward in helping you create an additional six-figure income stream from your expertise. Take advantage of this online platform. Take advantage of the movement towards online-based education. And why not you? Yes, you have a valuable message. You have valuable expertise that with our help, we can show you how you can position it for high end and exactly where to find those ideal clients so that they're pursuing you. It's my pleasure to do this work. It's my pleasure to meet you. And for now, we'll say bye, beijos, and good night. Bye-bye.